Hey guys, how's it going? Mike is here. I have a battle for you guys. It's not the best. I really did want to upload it, mainly because my opponent made some interesting plays and my team that I'm using isn't that great. And I also make a stupid thing that I realized during the battle. But I figured a video is better than nothing. So at least you guys know I'm not just bullshitting you when I say that I am back and I'm battling. So yeah. Anyway, so this is an XYOU battle. I know I'm gonna get comments on this. I made the team before Shofu posted his goddamn video, okay? I know it's the same Pokemon, I don't care, shut up. So, without further ado, let's go on into the team preview. Okay, so looking at his team, he's got a bunch of scary-ass Pokemon. I'm not really too concerned about the Staraptor, mainly because Aegislash is like the greatest switch-in ever invented. However, the one Pokemon I am absolutely terrified of, ironically, is Vaporeon. Because looking at my team, I have absolutely nothing to deal with this thing. Absolutely nothing to deal with it. My only hope is that I could bring it down close enough with something like Earthquake and pray for a crit, or something like that, and then hopefully finish it off with a Noivern, Draco Meteor, or something. Oh, text message. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for to this battle, and really, that's really it. But once I break the Vaporeon, the rest of his team isn't too bad to handle. Volcarona is obviously a threat, but there's nothing that's too scary. So anyway, let's go on into the battle, and I hope you guys forgive me for the webcam quality, but it is an HD webcam, so you guys, as you can see, the quality is still pretty good. So, anyway, I lead off with Noivern because it is my fastest Pokemon. I figure I can get momentum with U-turn. He brings out this thing. Rather than risk him being scarfed and hitting me with the Brave Bird, I decided to just go out to Aegislash and take whatever he wants to do, because this thing, like I said, is literally the best switch-in imaginable. And oh my god, Brave Bird looks amazing. Like, seriously, that is the coolest animation I've ever seen for a move. Good job, Game Freak. Kudos, that's sick. Anyway, he can't touch this thing, so I know he's gonna switch out. So I'm gonna switch into Tyranitar, predicting something else to come in. But he ends up bringing in Vaporeon. I don't remember what I was predicting, to be honest, but that's fine. I can set up my Stealth Rock and go from there. His Absol is not Mega Evolved, therefore it cannot Magic Bounce the rocks back, which is the one flaw of Mega Absol. You have to bring it in first, and if you don't, then I can just set up my rocks like I do. He's gonna go for the Scald. The only thing that could bad happen from that is he gets a burn, and he doesn't, which is nice because, like I said, I need to be able to deal as much damage to this thing as possible, and that's basically my mindset right now. I'm just thinking, this thing's a huge threat. I need to kill it. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. And for some reason, he switches out and goes out into his Absol. So that's totally fine with me. I'm gonna hit this thing with the Stone Edge. And because Absol is not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, you guys can guess what happens. It's going to go away very quickly. So, already up with a good lead, and he now brings his Excadrill in. I don't know what he wants to do with this thing. I don't really want to risk him predicting me to switch, so I just decided to stay and let my Tyranitar die, go for a Crunch, because it's not resisted this gen. And, yeah. So I decided just to do that. And I bring up my own Excadrill, because he said something about not IV breeding when we were battling, so I'm like, okay, my adamant 31 speed IV Excadrill will definitely outspeed you. And I'm going to go for Earthquake, and it's going to hit the Vaporeon, and this does so much more than I was expecting. I saw this damage, I was like, yes, I could potentially 2-hit KO you. And then my Sandstorm goes away. So that's actually one of the biggest changes to this generation. Sandstorm and all-weather abilities now only last 5 turns. And actually looking at that damage that's left over, I could have definitely taken him out with Sandstorm this turn. So that is terrible. I mean, it's great for Stall. Stall freaking loves this, but my team does not stall, so I hate it. So I switch out to Gengar because the Protect is obvious. He wants to get the Wish off. And I'm like, okay, I can Mega Evolve, and that I'll just do a ton of damage to this thing. And I go hit the attack button, and I realize I forgot to give this thing back its Mega Stone. I was using this to train and get money, and I was holding an amulet coin. I felt so stupid. So I'm like, whatever. Just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb just to do damage. And he brings this Staraptor in, I guess predicting Shadow Ball or something. And it just dies. So, just remember, everybody, Sludge Bomb is a viable offensive move, especially on Gengar now. So, it is common. Expect Sludge Bomb to be, if it's gonna be a neutral attack, expect Sludge Bomb. Goes out to Excadrill, I just go for Focus Blast just because why not? If I hit, I kill it, and I hit it. Worst thing he could do is Shadow Claw. I'm not sure if he even has it. It's not that common, but mine has Shadow Claw. So, yeah. Go for Sludge Bomb. I was thinking, oh my god, I got 2 KO that did so much, and it ends up not being a crit. So I'm like, well, here it begins. I can't do this thing. This Gengar is way too weak. I gotta switch out. I'll go out into Noivern just so I can damage it with Specs Draco Meteor. Hopefully take it out after seeing how much Sludge Bomb did. Because I think Specs Draco is more powerful. But he ends up switching out into his Volcarona. And I was like, okay, you just basically sacked the one thing that was the biggest threat to my team. I'm not complaining about that, so that's okay with me. Misplays are misplays, and he goes Quiver Dance, and I miss Hurricane. So that sucked, but I mean, I got the crit with Sludge Bomb, so in terms of hacks, I'd rather get that, because I just need to hit one Hurricane, really, and I do. And to a +2 Volcarona, even with Noivern's pretty terrible special attack, that does a really good amount. I was expecting it maybe to do like half, just because Wombat's special attack is really not that great. It's like base 90. But I did 70%, probably 75. So that was great. I did enough that I could revenge kill it, and so it gets down to a very sliver amount of HP. And I'm just going to bring out my Aegislash, and I'm going to revenge kill it with the Shadow Sneak. So that is great. The Aegislash is probably my favorite Pokemon of this generation. It is aesthetically the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Which is good, because aesthetically pleasing Pokemon are awesome. So, I'm still sick, so I apologize for my voice at the moment. But anyway, I predicted him to predict me to go for King Shield, because King Shield is the most predictable freaking move in the world. So I go for Swords Dance, expecting him to Calm Mind, actually. And he goes for Psychic. And thank God he does not have Shadow Ball, because I'd be dead. And because I go first anyway, and Iron Head and Shadow Sneak have the same damage after Stab, I decide just to go for Iron Head. End up knocking him out thanks to a crit. In all honesty, the crit did not matter, because I could just bring something else in to finish it off next turn. And that'd be the end of that. So, brings out Vaporeon. Vaporeon is going to die to Stealth Rocks, and that is going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first 6th Gen Wi-Fi battle. There will be more to come, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So, peace out, guys. Mike Deck is out of here. Bye-bye.